All right, so these boxes are full of photographs that I found in the attic at my family cabin that my grandparents built in 1971-ish. Nobody's quite sure of the year. I guess it wasn't documented, but everyone goes based off of like, they built it when I was 13, they built it when I was such and such age. And so these old photographs were in the attic when we finally cleaned it out. And they're just so cool. So these were all taken on film and they were printed via the darkroom. So if you don't know what that means, you take the negative, which is a transparent piece of film with the picture on it, and then you shine a light through it onto a photographic paper below. And then you dip that paper in some chemicals, and that's how they used to make prints. And they just have a different feel to them because they're made that way versus printing the image digitally, which is what we do now. So I was going to go through these, show you a couple of them. Some of them are from studios in Denver, old studios in Denver, which is really neat if you're here in Colorado like I am. So let's go through some of these boxes. Let's start with this one. Oh, that got bumped. Okay. A lot of them are my family members, but there's people that I don't know in here. This one is one of my favorites. This is my grandma and grandpa at their second oldest child's wedding. My Aunt Kathy, she has since passed away, but I just love this photo. Like, look at that. Oh, I love it. The colors, the way they're standing there, my grandma's outfit. I love everything about it. This is a photo of them. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm thinking they were on a road trip and they were just like stopped on the side of the road and someone snapped this photo of them. And here we go. It's black and white, super glossy. I just love everything about it. I love the way it's framed. I don't know. Love that one. Let's see here. They did a lot of traveling too. There's a lot. I hope I find them. There's a lot from my grandpa's office. He was the dean of students at Adams State University in Alamosa. And so there's some from his office that are awesome because they just have that 70s vibe to them. Oh, here's one. This is for my grandpa's graduation. And I think they're holding their oldest daughter, which is my aunt. I just love these old photos. Let's go through some more. There are tons in here. And like some of them have, it's like scalloped edging on them because the way they were printed, So, but like look at these. They have like the labels on them from the studio. This one's from Texas, but like, look at that. They just don't, we don't get pictures like that anymore. Okay, here are some of my favorites, I think, in this. I've gone through these once before, but we'll go through them again. Okay. I don't want to show everybody since they don't have maybe permission to be on here. But I don't think that my mom would care if I showed older pictures of her. But like, look at these. They had the little like scalloped edges around the print. Just so cute. Let's see here. Okay, here's one. Here's one of my grandpa in his office, I'm pretty sure. This is January of 1977. Just so fun to go through. Okay, let's see. Is there another one from his office? Probably not in this batch. Okay, this isn't from his office, but like look at this studio name on there. I know it's backwards. And then let's see. Same studio. Okay, here's another one from my aunt's wedding. Like the rehearsal or something. I don't know. But like look at this. And there's tons of people in here that I don't know. My grandparents' relatives. There's no names on the back either, unfortunately. So people write on the back of your prints, okay? So when your kids are going through them, they will have an idea of who it might be. Okay, let's see. Like the presentation was just different back then. You know, we've just kind of gotten sloppy and lazy with how we present photos now, but look at this. So you get a little book. And this says Nelson Studio, Denver. You know, the presentation was just not the same. Okay, box number 2. This. Okay, box number 2. This one is mainly the like folios with prints in them. So let's see here. This one is really cute. Folds out like this. I think that's the same person that was in the Denver one. But just look, it has like the blind embossing there. It's just so much nicer. And they're preserved so well. Oh, same one. To Aunt Lou and Uncle Jim, best of luck, Joe. So this is I do know who this is. This is my grandma's brother. Portrait by Rolf Nitka. Let's see. Rembrandt Studio, Denver. I don't know who this person is. A family friend or a relative. I don't know. Look at these beautiful photos. Like, look at it's hard to tell, but the detail on this is rivals digital. I mean, there's just so much detail in the larger formats. Again, here's another one. I think this is my grandpa's side, so it's one of his brothers, I think. They look very similar. But this is a studio in Kansas. Wedding photo. And it hasn't degraded at all because it's kept in these nice. This one's really cute. Let me see who it is. Universal Studios, Denver. I think this is another one of my grandpa's brothers. Look at this. My class portrait. This one is Armentrout Bros from Guthrie, Oklahoma. I don't know who this woman is. Again, must be a relative. And like the little font on the studio name. Seeing all the studio names is really fun. Okay. This one's from Greeley, Colorado. It's my aunt, Ellen, but I don't know if I have permission to share her photos. I don't think she would care, but I just kind of like to have permission. It's a funeral notice. Okay. This isn't a picture, but they're super Catholic, so let's see here. Okay, here's a little one. This is Again, I don't know this person. All these little folios, though, are so nice, and they keep this pictures. This is Stoffel Studios in Denver. Stoffel. Let's see who's in here. Don't know this person. That's a beautiful portrait of a child. Look at the colors. I mean, even though it's black and white, just like look at it, just is so rich. Okay, this is Barber Studios in Denver. All their little emblems are just so fun to look at. This is, I don't know who this is, but it kind of looks related to my grandma, so I'm guessing it's on her side of the family. Don't know. This is a big one. This has a little blind embossing, but Lumiere Studio, 1230 16th Street, Denver. You can see it down there. Do we need 1,000 million pictures of ourselves and our family, or is one picture is good, you know? Like, we just have so much digital clutter. And so this is Brown Buyers, Denver. Someone's name, but this is another wedding portrait. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Let me just see. Again, it's in black and white, but the colors are just so deep and rich. And their eyes are so sharp. People think that like film has to be out of focus or blurry. And yeah, that's what we grew up in the 90s, because those point and shoot cameras didn't have the best focus. Oh boy, this is a big one. This is, again, Barber Studios in Denver. Okay, so there's two in here. I'm not really sure what this is. It almost looks like it's been colorized. So I don't think the picture was taken that way. Just, again, a really nice portrait of someone. They're just so beautiful. I don't know these people. You could be related to one of these people. You know, it's like so far up the family tree. Let's see here. Okay, so that's this box. We will do another box. Okay, box 3. And it still has like an address on here where it was mailed to. And that is the address that my mom grew up at in Alamosa. All right, so box number 3 is more things. Okay, again, we have these folios. This one doesn't have a studio name on it, I don't think. But look at these kids, like, so pretty. Let's see, that's my aunt. I don't know these people. Just on your horse with your first stole, I guess. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got another folio. Doesn't have a studio name on it. And again, I don't know these people, but I think the dad here is related to my grandpa. They look very similar. Oh, on the back it says, Merry Christmas, 1955, Bob, Linda, and Christy, and Linda, 4.5 and 2.5 years old. See, you should write on the back of your pictures. And I love that older handwriting. Looks like my grandma's handwriting. Here is another one from Pueblo. Chin Studios. I can't read the handwriting. Oh, this is I think that's my Aunt Kathy. Not going to share in case it's one of the other siblings that don't want their photo shared. A bunch of old Polaroids. I can't remember if this is the couple, but my mom said they had like a aunt or a great aunt and her husband, and they were childless, I think by choice. And then I remember there was a picture of them in front of their house. They just seemed fabulous. So my grandparents traveled a lot. My grandpa was also in the military, but I think they also just traveled a lot. Look at that old black and white photo. So shiny. St. Vincent's Jetty, Port of Spain. Don't know what year. This is Augustine Gunboats, Buenos Aires. So I don't know if they took these or like a family member took them and sent them back. Club Hippico, Santiago. Oh, here's my grandpa's office. More of my grandpa's office. The avocado green. Again, January 1977. Fox Photo Denver, maybe? Love it. Oh, I love this one. Everything's just so crisp. Viscon de Serrador, Rio de Janeiro. It's hard to tell, but the black and white is just so pretty. Let's see if we have any more folios. Oh my gosh. This is a really old one. I don't know these people. There's also a lot of report cards in here. Gosh, there is tons of my great Uncle Joe. I don't know why they had so many copies of his picture. Oh well. Okay. Report cards, which is also fun to look back on. This is just amazing. This one, sometimes they almost look three-dimensional, but look at this group photo. So cool. Let's see if this says anything. Oh, this says February 11, 1973, Pink Perfection Camellias. The flowers, I'm guessing. The stole is one that Aunt Pearl gave me for Christmas. She had her neighbor make it. And the handwriting on the back, of course, is amazing. Love that one. Another group photo with some boys and their dad, I'm guessing. More from my grandpa's office, which I love. I love the ones from his office. Okay, we have another folio. I think this person must be related to my grandma. They look very similar. Okay, we have another folio. That might be the little boy might be my Uncle Joe. Another folio. Oh, it is my aunt's wedding photo. Won't share that one because there's people in it that I don't have permission. Oh my gosh. This is my mom's senior picture. I'm going to film it now, and then after I'm done filming, I'll ask her if it's okay if I share it. And then, of course, we have slides, boxes and boxes of slides. Oh, that's cute. That is a baby. But just these slides, you can see a baby and probably their sibling. I have a slide digitizer, so I can digitize these, but there's tons of these boxes in here. Box, 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 more. And then on my husband's side, we inherited all of his dad's slides, but he has them in the real projectors. And I've already gone through some of those. Those are fun to go through also. All right, so I think that's just a quick glance at all the pictures in the box. There's so many. And like I said, I don't even know who some of these people are because they're just not from my time. And, you know, as families grow, you get further and further apart as the generations go on. And if you don't write on the back, you know, you don't know who's who anymore. So if you have any old boxes of photos, go through them. It's a great time. And it's part of your history. So anyways, I just thought I'd take you on a little tour of these old pictures, and so that's that. That is a quick little tour of these old boxes of photos. I love having them. I'm glad that I got them out of the attic. I didn't even know they were there. I've, you know, been going to this family cabin multiple times a year since I was born, basically. My parents actually got married there, so it's pretty near and dear to our family's hearts. But yeah, I had no idea these boxes were in the attic. The attic was pretty typical. It was full of crap and junk, which we got rid of a lot. So when I found these, I asked the family if I could take them home so they're not just sitting in the attic somewhere, and they said yeah. So yeah, that's that.